China and India. This is unbelievably good news, my friends. The noose is tightening on the neck of the Russian economy because of the sanctions that have been progressively getting worse and worse for the Russian terrorist regime. This is a very important move to make because the West does not have the same ability to saber rattle the nuclear weapons as Russia does. This is something Russia's been doing ever since the beginning of this war, and even before that, in certain occasions. But that bad habit has been escalated, because they're truly starting to feel powerless now. The nuclear weapons are their last resort. But let's not forget, my friends, Russia has proven that they will use every weapon at their disposal if they feel like they will get away with it. However, if they feel like they will not, then they will not use it. It is as simple as that. Russia is afraid of using those nuclear weapons, and that is good. It means that the West needs to show Russia that there will be consequences for their actions. Because Russia knows that the consequences for the use of nuclear weapons would be overwhelming. And that is why they won't use them. Why is it that Russia never attacked a NATO country? Although Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland are all near their border. They're all border Russia. Why did they not attack Finland when Finland joined NATO not so long ago? The answer is always the same, my friends. It's because Russia knows that there will be consequences for those actions. And why is it that Russia attacked Ukraine? Well, exactly because of individuals like Tucker Carlson and company. Because these individuals continue to spread lies and deceit about the Ukrainians. These individuals continue to lie, cheat and deceive and to shoeshine the Russian terrorist regime, claiming that poor, innocent, prosecuted Russia never wanted war. Although it started it. They never wanted to attack the Ukrainians, although they invaded them. They never wanted to kill, although they've repeatedly ordered mass killings to happen. Some people say that the scale in which Hitler killed is incomparable, and that's why we can't compare him to Putin. This is an ignorant argument to make. Russia uses exactly the same sort of antics the Nazi Germany used to use when they had the power. The only difference, my friends, is that back then the Nazis were more powerful. They had more ability to do damage. And that is what they've done. They've done that damage. Russia does not have that much of an ability to do damage. Even if Russia sent every single rocket they have to Ukraine, they would not be able to break Ukraine. So instead, what they do is they play dirty. Just like always. They know they can't break the Ukrainian military on the field of battle. They know for them that's not possible with the inherent corruption of their military. That is why they're playing dirty like this. That is why they're sending their Russophiles and shills to shill for them abroad and to try to chip away at the support that Ukraine gets. The Russians know very well that the support of the West will break before the Ukrainian people do. That is what they're counting on. And we must prove them wrong. Because if Ukraine gives up, if Russia takes over Ukraine, the killings will not stop. The killings will become a genocide, a full-blown genocide throughout Ukraine. That is the reason why the Russians were not able to do what the Nazis did. The Nazis did a blitzkrieg and they conquered a large amount of lands immediately. The Russians failed their blitzkrieg. They failed their conquest. But still, the people that they have captured, the people that they took over their lands, those people are suffering. Those people are dying. Whenever the Russians feel like the Ukrainians are getting a little bit too patriotic, a little bit too disobedient, they try to cull us. And they will do that in the future again, if they are not stopped at last. Stop Russia, stop the war!
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 More sanctions on Russia!
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 Seize Russian assets!
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 And now, my friends, we will have a short musical break.
Huh?